everyone, Maya here from My Storybook, and I have such a fun musical read aloud for you today. Now, my friends, double thumbs up if you love making music or listening to music or singing along to music. Music is so much fun. What is one of your favorite songs? That is incredible, my friends. Such a fun song. And do you play an instrument at all? Do you make music? What instrument do you play? Wow. I play piano, my friends, and I played a little bit of violin when I was growing up, and I'm still playing piano a bit. I like to practice and play the piano and sing along, and I love singing. So those are my fun ways that I like to make music and enjoy music. Of course, I also love listening to music and dancing. Go ahead and give me a little dance. Very fun. Well, my friends, I have a very special interactive read aloud today called A Neighborhood Walk, A Musical Journey, and this book was actually written by a very famous violinist. And fun thing, my friends, I actually get to talk with the author, Pilar Winterhill. She is going to get to present at the American Library Association conference this month in June. On June 23rd, it's a Wednesday, she is going to be presenting at the ALA conference, and I actually get to speak with her at the conference, and she and I are going to chat about her inspiration to make this story and about her own musical journey that she has taken to become a world-famous violinist. She plays the violin. So if you are interested in checking out our conversation and watching her performance at the ALA conference, my friends, go ahead and click on the link down below to register to check out our special reading event, our special author event, and to get to hear Pilar actually play some of her violin music and to hear her talk about how she created this story and how and what inspired her to get into music making too. All right, it is going to be such a fun event. Pilar is such a nice woman, so I hope you are able to join us. Go ahead again, you can click on that link below to register. It'll be fantastic. All right, but I bet you are super curious to dive into this story and to see what is going on in this musical journey. Double thumbs up if you're ready to go. Awesome. Let's begin. So the title of today's interactive read aloud is A Neighborhood Walk, A Musical Journey, written by Pilar Winterhill and illustrated by Olivia Duchess. So Pilar Winterhill is the one who wrote all the words. She's the author, and the illustrator is Olivia Duchess. What does an illustrator do? Do you remember? The illustrator draws all the pictures in our story. So, a neighborhood walk, a musical journey. That makes me think that this little girl is going to go walking through a neighborhood. My friends, do you ever go walk around your neighborhood? And what are some things you see or hear as you walk around the neighborhood? Ooh, wow. And a musical journey. Oh, what do you see going on in this cover that makes it seem musical? There's someone playing an instrument right over here. And if you take a look in the background, you'll see that I have my very own instrument back here. I'm going on my own musical journey where I am learning how to play the ukulele. I think it'll be super fun to play the ukulele and sing along, and maybe I can sing along with you in some of our new read alouds coming up. All right, wouldn't that be fun? Are any of you going on a musical journey where you're learning to play a new instrument right now? So fun. All right. Well, if you could go on a musical journey and could play any instrument, what instrument would you want to play, my friends? Well, I encourage you to get started and try it out. So I see this little girl, she's walking with a family member, maybe friend here, and they are singing some music. There's a little cat. I know that this story is about a little girl who gets inspired to play music of her own after walking through the neighborhood and seeing all the different musical things going on. So let's go ahead and see, what does she discover on this musical journey of hers? Well, here's our title page, my friends. It has the title of our book, our author, our illustrator, and our publisher, Albert Whitman. So big thank you to Albert Whitman for letting us read the story aloud together and share it today. And here is our little girl from the cover. Honk, honk, tweet, tweet, patter, patter, patter. Penelope's eyes open to the sounds of the city. Ooh, so she lives in the city where there's lots of sound. She's just sitting outside her window. She hears a honk, honk. Can you make a honk, honk sound? And a tweet, tweet. And try patter, patter, patter. My friends, if you stay really quiet and if you listen outside of your own window or a door, what kind of noises do you hear? Maybe hear some cars driving by. Down the steps she bounces towards the smell of Saturday breakfast. Penelope chomps through pancakes. I love pancakes. And Mom grabs a tote bag. It's farmer's market day. So the farmer's market is when a lot of people sell vegetables and fruits outdoors. Have you been to the farmer's market? It's a fun way to gather with your community and get some fresh foods and veggies. And here we go. She's imagining the farmer's market. I can tell she's thinking about it because it's in this little cloud, right? A little thought cloud coming from her head. This is what the farmer's market looks like, selling all your fruits and veggies outside. Penelope can picture the market full of peaches and strawberries and maybe ice cream too. Ooh, what do you like to get from the farmer's market? I love to get peaches also, and avocados or nectarines. Fruits are really good. Just off the stoop, there's noise in the air. What would she hear if you look at this picture? Maybe she hears a cat. What kind of sound do you think the cat's making? Meow, meow, meow. But here we go. A golden instrument reflects the sun into their eyes. A man sways to the rhythm of his saxophone with a toot-a-toot swoosh. Oh, what a lovely sound, my friends. Can you try to make a saxophone sound? Maybe you can go toot-a-toot swoosh too. They stay a while watching his cheeks fill with air, because to make sound with this instrument, my friends, you have to take in a deep breath, and then you blow. And as your breath goes through the instrument, you can press the little buttons here, and it makes different sounds. They watch his cheeks fill with air, and then Penelope is wrapped up in the brassy melodies and screech! A bus is driving by. So all sorts of things make sounds, right? They continue with a wave. Bye-bye. He winks as they passed 1 block closer to a fresh, sweet feast at the farmer's market. A few streets later, Mom stops and her foot starts to tap. What do you think Mom hears that's making her foot tap? Let's see. Boom, bam, boom, boom. A drum cuts through the noisy rumblings of this subway station. Do you see the drummer? There he is. My friends, can you get out your hands and can you start to drum? Make a drum sound. Boom, ba, boom, 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 bam, boom, boom. Oh, nice rhythm. The sound is big, fast, and exciting, and Penelope starts to move. Let's start drumming and moving, my friends, in 3, 2, 1. Boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, boom, boom. I know when I hear drums, it makes me want to get up and move too. The drummer's hands are flying, tap, tapping on the drum. Penelope claps and stomps to the beat, but whoosh! The train is here. She hops on and checks the shopping list. What are they going to get at the farmer's market? They stop for a moment at the florist, someone who sells flowers. The flowers are in full bloom. Then vibrations catch Penelope's ear. Flutter, flutter, whiz, flutter, flutter, whiz. Vibrations are almost like shaking sounds that you can hear. What do you think she hears that's making a flutter, flutter, whiz sound? What sound does she hear? Looks like someone playing the flute. A flautist flings fast notes that sound like the flapping of butterfly wings. Flautist flings fast notes. I like that alliteration when you have the same sound starting these words. Flautist flings fast. All have that sound. So flautist is someone who plays the flute. And look at this beautiful sound coming out. Reminds her of butterflies. Ring, ring. A biker flashes past and they're already skipping down the sidewalk. People with instruments can make sounds. So can vehicles, bicycles, trains, buses. And what do they see in here next? A guitar. I like guitar music. They pass through the park under fluttering trees, and Penelope peeks through a crowd to see a little boy prancing along to the twang of an acoustic guitar. Oh, someone's dancing. Music makes me want to dance too. The musician strums with passion as the boy twirls, but Mom can't see him dancing through all the people. They don't stop. Oh, they gotta keep going to the market. But my friends, can you practice giving me a little twirl? Go ahead, twirl around. Let's see your twirls. Twirl. Oh my. Twang, thump, twang! His sweet music follows Penelope back to the streets. Outside the bakery, Mom runs into a neighbor, and Penelope slumps as they talk until a cellist, pluck, 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 floats down from a window above. His bow glides on the strings, and the deep sound pulls her into a dream. So this big instrument he's playing up here is called a cello. It almost looks a little bit like my ukulele, doesn't it? Except it's a lot bigger, and you play it with a bow. The bow is this part that you hold, and you brush the bow against the strings to make sound and music. And where are they finally? Looks like they made it to the market. Mom says goodbye to her friend, and Penelope is sad to hear those strong notes fade. But finally, the market. They walk along filling the tote. Penelope wonders what ice cream flavor to pick, when suddenly there's a sound. Ooh. Well, first, my friends, what ice cream flavor would you pick? I'd pick chocolate chip. I love chocolate and vanilla together. But then she hears this sound. I wonder what she's going to hear next. What musical instrument could it be? What do you think? Look at all these things they have at the farmer's market, right? Fruits, you can sample little chocolates. This has peaches, juice, farmer's market, so fun. She looks up and down and hangs on to the distant notes that she's hearing. These notes that sound far away. It starts slow and then it grows bolder. It picks up tempo, it picks up speed, as if taking flight. Penelope searches for the music through wandering shoppers. Where is his music coming from? You see these swirls, my friends, these swirls in the picture, if you noticed, are the sounds of the music. And so we can see here who and what is making that music. Do you know what instrument this is, my friends? It is a violin. And if you remember from the beginning, I told you that Pilar actually plays the violin for real. Sellers offer samples, children shout, a fountain splashes nearby, but still the sound rings out. A violinist stands around the bend. She's electrifying her instrument with each fiery note. Zing, whiz, hum, ding. Oh, look at all the beautiful sounds coming out of the violin. I can't hear it because it's a book, but I can see the different sound patterns she's making. It looks beautiful. And how does Penelope feel about this sound? Looks like she loves it. A spark inside Penelope ignites as she stands in the flurry of sound. Ding, hum, zing, zing. Time slows and the music freezes her all the way down to her toes. She really likes this music from the violin. All the other sounds fade away, and suddenly all Penelope hears is that violin music. Penelope imagines holding the violin and learning to play those whirring notes. This magical instrument is calling her to listen. I can feel those notes, she thinks. I'm going to make that music too. So she sees this violinist, and now Penelope is inspired to also learn to play the violin to make beautiful music just like this violinist. My friends, so just walking through the neighborhood, seeing all these different musics, maybe that will inspire you to learn how to play an instrument too. Penelope fell in love with this sound and thought, I want to do that too. I want to make music that sounds just like that. The end. And here is a little note from the author that explains her own musical journey, my friends. But again, remember, you can check out me and the author having a whole conversation about her own musical journey and her inspiring music performances that she does too on June 23rd. Please go ahead and check it out and register to see us chatting and to watch her play some music. And maybe you'll be inspired to learn to play the violin or another instrument as well. The end. Wow, my friends, what a fun musical journey. I loved all the sounds that we heard, all the music and rhythms, and how we got to move our bodies along with the sounds and the instruments. Music is not only for hearing, but it's also for moving. It's a feeling you get in your body too. How fun. What was one of your favorite parts of this story, or maybe one of your favorite instruments that you saw? Wow, that part was really cool. I really loved the part with the drums in the subway. I like the rhythm of drums. And I think the cellist was really cool too, with that big instrument that looks a little bit like my ukulele. I also think the violin is such a beautiful sound. If you've never heard violin music before, my friends, I suggest that after this read aloud, you go ahead and look up violin music, or maybe you can even look up Pilar playing the violin, and you can hear the author play some of her own violin music. Again, if you want to watch Pilar give a performance and see me and her chat about this book, then please go ahead and register to the ALA conference down below. It'll be super fun. Otherwise, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this musical read aloud. I encourage you to go ahead and take a walk today around your own neighborhood and take a pause and listen to all the sounds you hear. Do people play instruments around your neighborhood? Who knows, you might hear someone playing an instrument today. If not, go ahead and take a listen to all the other sounds you might hear. Maybe animals, cars, bells on the bicycle. So many fun things to hear. All right, my friends, so if you do go on a neighborhood walk, I'd love to hear all about your musical adventures and things that you hear. So please reach out to me on MaiStoryBook. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, here on YouTube, on the blog. All the social media links can be found down below. I love to hear from all of you. And if you enjoyed today's interactive read aloud, go ahead and subscribe to my MaiStoryBook YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up to keep up with all of our reading adventures. Well, my friends, that brings us to the end of today's interactive read aloud. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you go have a musical adventure pretty soon. But until next time, my friends, happy reading.